Previously on Sunlust. Literally grab yourself a weapon, get ready to hit scanners, and get ready for some of the most claustrophobic ambushes in the entire series so far. This map was literally infighting central, and it is a perfect setup to the absolute insanity we're going to experience today. Today's episode comes to us from Ribbiks and Dannebubinga using the music soundtrack Play Excrement from Final Fantasy Tactics. Welcome back to Legendary Joe's Master Routes, and today's route is going to be everything. This seems like a very linear map, and in some ways it really is, but how to navigate the ambushes is everything. And I'll tell you, the beginning of this map and the second thirds of this map are easily the two hardest parts. As you saw a massive spike in the TDC counter, you're actually not going to see it spike like that anymore the entire episode. And that's just because this ambush is very hard to get the Hell Knights to play along. Basically, you want to coax them all in the middle, and you want to do this sweeping motion where you just run around in circles while aiming back and firing. This strategy for me came from Decino's video. And honestly, it was one of the only ways I could get through this. This is actually a very hard motion to pull off on the controller. Much, much easier if you're on keyboard and mouse. But just like that, we can get them out of here and get ready for stage 2 of this fight, which is going to see an absolute ton of revenants, so get ready. This one for me was a bit RNG heavy, just because it depended on how many revenants came after you in what order. And what I mean by that is there's a chance that the revenants on the right would end up moving with the revenants on the left, just creating an impenetrable wall, preventing you from getting around them to get to the plasma rifle. So it really just depended on which direction the revenants wanted to go. But believe me, when you get away from this first ambush, the rest of the map gets a little bit easier. But I only say that if you know what the strategy to the different ambush rooms are. So we'll go over that thoroughly. As you can see, 2 switches there. Let's go ahead and shoot this white one that's hiding in the corner. Kind of a callback to MAP27 that had similar things. And that gives us secret number 1, the Berserk. Now hit the right switch and that lowers this lift over here. Now let's get the SSG and let's continue this way so we can get the backpack and bring it full circle right back to where we started. Now, let's go this way. We want to immediately take out the 2 chain gunners that are on both sides of us from the beginning. And with all this chain gun ammo, let's go ahead and push out all the imps that are over there. Now, this area gets a little bit mean. The main thing that can go wrong is the Spider Mastermind that's way out in the ether back here, because it can fill you full of holes while you're trying to deal with the Barons. So just quickly get these 2 out of the way so we can concentrate on the other 2 that's coming from the section further back. And we'll have to deal with these the old-fashioned way with the SSG. And just like that, we can get them. Think so. Yep. There we go. Alright. So, now that the Barons are out of the way, let's go ahead. We can collect our ammo that is in the other section that dropped down back here. And we also want to take out that Revenant just because it is a very annoying sniper that we really don't need in our lives right now. So, now we've got the shotgun ammo, let's go ahead, bring our lift back down. Platforming be danged, we need to do this section again. And now let's go ahead, run, jump over. And now comes the intense platforming section. And I say this is on one heck of a timer. So let's go ahead. This is going to be secret number 2. Let's hit the switch. Quickly run around back here to get the teleporter. That will telefrag the Spider Mastermind and give you the mega armor, which is secret number 2. Now let's head back over here. Take out the imps. Whatever you do, for the love of gosh, do not grab that yellow key card yet or even go near it. The line death ambush on this one is vicious, and you want to make sure you have the BFG first. So let's go ahead and take out the Revenants. That way we don't have to deal with them trying to snipe us anywhere else in the map. And now that the imps are dealt with too, we can finally move on. Again, leave the key for now. We'll be back for it in a second. The main reason is when you grab the key, you're going to get 2 Archviles and a Cyber Demon. And unless you have that BFG, it's going to be a very unfun day. So let's grab the lift and back off. That way we can get the 6 lost souls that just kind of poofed out of the walls out of here. Thankfully, at least it wasn't a pain elemental this time, so let's go ahead and drop our lift back down, and just like that, we are back in the Spire over here. 3 chain gunners also appeared. So let's go ahead, hit the switch, get back to our platforming section right here, because we have now got secret number 3 coming up, and again, platforming be danged, me, console, forget about it. Let's go back over here. And let's get right back up, because we do need to make our way across here. Daggone you to heck and back with these dumb pegs, I swear to goodness. You know, I never had these kind of platforming problems the few times I was ever on computer, but daggone it, we're getting through here on console, PS5. Let's continue. And over here, as you can see, is going to be secret number 3, so to get it, let's hit the switch. That way we can drop down the hole just to the right of this pit. Just right there. And once we get down here, we're basically given a Mega Sphere inadvertently. You're given the Supercharge and the Mega Armor. And if you skirt the side here, this ammo cache is secret number 3. So, this fight looks a lot worse than it is. Just grab the ammo and immediately get behind the Spider Mastermind. We're basically using the Spider Mastermind as a human shield, and eventually that wall right behind us is going to drop on its own. So we just need to wait long enough into the ambush for that wall to drop. Just whatever you do, don't get too close to a Spider Mastermind or it will ignore everything else and start attacking us. So let's go back here by the switch, just don't hit the switch. And now that we're comfortably back here, let's just keep within eyesight of the Spire Mastermind, as it's pretty much clearing the entire room out for us. And just like this, we've got a pretty good stake on this map. So at this point, all secrets are taken care of, but we've got the second most vicious ambush coming up very soon, so get ready. So for me, the hardest ambush easily is that Hell Knight room right from the beginning, just because it is so hard to get the Hell Knights to play along and actually stay in the middle of the room. So, let's just stay over here. Again, wait until a Spider Mastermind goes down, then we'll deal with the cleanup, which at this point is just going to be Hell Knights from the look of it. It is amazing how long this thing can hang in the fight. Just more and more a tribute to why it's always been my favorite enemy in the game. I always feel like it's underutilized so many times, but daggone is the Spire Mastermind used very well in this map, especially the one that you got to telefrag, because that thing could literally annoy you no matter where you were in the map. So let's go ahead and pull the center lift down, keep your focus on the center because there's going to be 2 Archviles. But as long as we can get the Archviles out of here, the rest is just going to be spinning in circles and taking out Revenants. So, go ahead, get him out of here. Now, one other caveat to this map, which you'll notice by the end of it, it is nearly impossible to get 100% items on this one. Technically, it is possible, but it's not realistically worth it. And the reason I say that is there are 3 different invulnerabilities that are hidden outside of the normal bounds of this map. You are technically able to do a double Archvile jump to get launched outside the map to get to them, but it is really not practical. I mean, this map, as you see, is difficult enough to try and line up 2 Archviles hitting you at the same time to launch you precisely outside the arena to get to them. So I highly do not recommend even attempting the items on this one. You should end up with 9 if you play it regularly. So again, that's 3 invulnerabilities that are just used for decoration outside the map. In certain places you can see them, especially near the end of the level. So let's go ahead. Now that that's taken care of, and we have the yellow key, the only one in this map, let's go back to our starting area because that's where the yellow key switch is. Now, there is one thing we have to take care of before we can actually make use of the switch, because unfortunately enough for us, the bars are actually still locked. So if you went the left path, you would not be able to proceed forward because the bars are shut. That's because you need to hit the switch that's here first. This ambush is brutal if you don't know what to do. So let's immediately pick one side. It doesn't matter which side, left or right, take out the revenants here. Don't worry, that green is not damaging floor. That confused the heck out of me for a while, but it is not. As you can see, this is a fast crusher, so it won't do that much damage. But we want to make sure all the revenants are taken out in one area, and we just want to sit in the back corner. The reason is, the way the AI works with the Doom monsters is they're going to try to take the path of least resistance, the shortest path possible to you. That means all the barons in the middle are going to be huddled up trying to go in a straight line toward us, not taking the actual path. As you see, a few of them are smart enough to take the path. Most of them are going to be huddled over in their corner trying to get to us, meaning they're just going to constantly be getting crushed by the crusher that they're under. So just sit back here, let most of them get crushed in the middle, and again, we will just take pot shots and eventually rush the other side where the other revenants are. The only thing we have to worry about over here are any straggling barons that are smart enough to make their way over. And again, be careful of those revenant missiles that are coming from way over here. So let's finally go ahead, torch them all. And at this point, we're just left with the barons in the middle that haven't been crushed yet. So, rockets at the ready, let's go ahead and take care of this problem. So at that point, that one got crushed, that one got shot, and there's the switch we need. This unlocks the final ambush. So, go ahead, hit that. That will also let us back out of here, since it lowered that lift in the middle, as you saw right there. So, switch, back here, up, and at this point, this is going to bring us full circle right back to our room. So, now that we've got our yellow switch activated, and we've got that ambush dealt with, we can finally make our way to the final ambush. So again, if you tried to do it before doing that ambush, there would be bars here locking you out. So, at this point you can see we're up to something big. Oddly enough, this for me was one of the easiest ambushes of the map. It's very finicky because you do have to get things in fighting. Just whatever you do, stay out of the middle, because there are archviles on the corners. As you can see right there, there are two of them. There are also two of them over here. Just stay out of the middle of the room, whatever you do. There are side pockets that you can use the BFG to bully the archviles out of, because you have to hit a switch on both sides. So, take out that archvile, hit that switch. Get to the other side of the room, do the same thing. At this point, we're letting the two cyber demons just infight with all the barons. Just beware those stray rockets. That's why, thankfully, they give us medikits here on both sides. And once the cyber demons are distracted, target them. The Hell Knights are not the problem, the cyber demons are. So, get them while they are distracted, just like that. And one more, just like that, almost. And now that it's fully focused on us, let's go ahead and put a stop to that. At this point, rocket your way to victory. Just go ahead and take out the barons. Again, the archviles in the corners cannot hit you as long as you're not in the middle of the room. So just like this, we can go ahead and get the barons pushed out of here. And at this point, it's just hit and run tactics on the archviles. Just be careful, because you could run yourself low on ammo here if you take a lot of misses. And considering how much the archviles are just kind of spinning in circles back here, it is easy to miss them. So again, just get to the other corner, do the same thing, try and get them all in one area if we can. And just like that, think we got it. Yes, we actually ended up with almost half the TDC that we did in the last map, and that's no way to say that this map is easier than the last map was. Last map we were just reckless with our health. We let our health get way too low before the final ambush. This one was more legitimate. Honestly, outstanding map by both of them. If you've not already, please check out the Sunlust playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Some more Conceal videos. We'll see you back next time. Take care, everyone.